So my father worked for the railroad, and my grandfather and his father also worked for the railroad. I never did, but I tried to make up for that disappointment by writing a song with, a CD, writing a CD full of train songs, and researching just more like trying to get more inspired for that. I picked up this book at the library, written by a hobo, and it was nothing about stories on the road or anything. It was all about how to jump a train, an entire book of how to do it. It's very involved. But he has all his limbs, and he's doing fine, so I guess, you know, I would do what he says if I was to ever jump a train. But I learned a lot of interesting hobo lingo in there, and one of the words that stuck out to me was hot shot. I was like, oh, that's interesting, what's a hot shot? And he described it as a train that has like time-sensitive freight. So it's not going to stop until it gets to where it's going. And he said that if you jump on one of those, you're really in for a ride. It's going to take off fast, and it's going to really go. So this next song is called Hot Shot. I can play it faster, but it's the second song, so.
That's great.
It's faster on the CD. This next song I wrote in Tel Aviv, Israel, sitting on a cliff overlooking the beach. Well, wait till you hear the one after that. I was on a space shuttle. It's true, I don't know. It's very noisy where I was, so yeah, it was a nice 10-minute stroll to the beach where it was much quieter. That's not in tune at all. Anyway, I was sitting on this cliff, and it was by a harbor, and there was a very loud truck going. I mean, there was a sailboat coming out of the harbor, and it was in direct line with the setting sun, which was awesome. I thought the sail was right there, and this song just kind of came out. So it's called "Sailing Sunsets." This is not the intro.
something completely different. This is a Native American flute. I first started playing it after hearing a friend of mine, now a friend, I didn't know him at the time, he played this on stage at the Y School's pub, and he played it with a rock band, and I couldn't hear a darn thing he did, because it was all, it was two distorted guitars playing along with a native flute, and interesting combination of instruments, but I just couldn't hear it, so he was outside smoking, and I asked him to play for me, and he did, and I just totally fell in love with one, and I had to get one. So there's 3 songs on when the moon was full of mystery. There's 3 songs with flute on it, and he's playing the last one. I asked him to play. So I'll try something today. Imagine that with 2 distorted guitars. Okay, one more for you. I was taking harmonica classes, excuse me, at the Old Town School of Folk Music. And the teacher, he brought in this cassette of all these old-time harmonica players that were just unbelievable at making train sounds on the harmonica. With double chugging there. And I thought it was interesting, every time he played a song, he would tell us what the name of the song was and who it was by. And the song titles were always very descriptive. And it was like train going over a bridge, and it sounded like a train going over a bridge. It was really neat. There was one that really stuck out. It was Train Hits Dog. And it sounded like something got hit. So the guitar lesson, or the harmonica lessons weren't going that great, so I decided to try and I didn't want to hurt any animals. So I decided to try and transfer that idea of making train songs
or train sounds on the guitar, since I'm more of a guitar player than a harp player. So this, the whole CD came up because of this, mainly. So what I'm going to do for you now is the title track of that CD. It's called Boxcar Man. And just like on the CD, I'll try and give you some very extreme train sounds at the end of the song, I guess. And try to call them out for you, what's going on, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, but we'll see what I can come up with. Okay, so here we go, Boxcar Man.
Whistle singing high, that's gotta be my new life. I gotta get going, grab my build, running through the brush, switch man, yeah, what the hell's a rush? With the ticket to nowhere, live on the rail, I'm a boxcar man on the iron trail. I live on the rail, gotta get going now, whistle well. Came from Memphis, looking for some work, club by the outpost, taking kinds of fun. I'm traveling hard these days. I live on the rail, I'm a boxcar man on the iron trail. Live on the rail, gotta get going now, whistle well. Gotta get going now, whistle well.
Comes the mouth. Roll over the top, roll over the top. I hate the railroad crossings.
you so much. Thank you.